断袖,断袖关系 or 断袖之癖. So when you think of LGBT, you don't think of China as a place that's the most tolerant. But if you look into Chinese history and study Mandarin, you will find that there's some extremely cool historical sayings that have been passed on for thousands of years to describe LGBT. So today, let's explore at least two of them. So the first word I will give you is longyang. Longyang. Longyang literally means dragon son. Dragon son. That does not really explain homosexuality. If you study history, you'll understand why this term became associated with homosexuality. Longyang Jun was a famous advisor of the Kingdom Wei. During the Warring States period, China was broken up into these warring states that vied for supremacy. This was thousands of years ago. Kingdom Wei had an advisor named Longyang Jun. That was his name, Longyang Jun. I don't know what his official name was, but he was called Longyang Jun. He and the king of Wei were lovers. So that's how this expression, Longyang, became associated with homosexuality. So a term that came out of this was Longyang zhi hao. Longyang zhi hao literally means he's got a hobby or he's got this preference for longyang. Longyang zhi hao or longyang zhi xing. Xing is the second word that's part of happy, like 高兴. I forgot to mention this when I first recorded this, but 兴趣, as in your hobby, something you like, something you prefer, is also, it's that first character, 兴趣. So, 龙阳之好, 好 is the second word for 爱好, like a hobby. So, 龙阳之好 and 龙阳之性. So now we're going to fast forward to the Han Dynasty. Now, the Han Dynasty was pretty lax when it came to any kind of sexual morality. So there was one emperor who also had a very famous male lover. Now, this male lover was not a eunuch, from my understanding. He was just a guy that was a palace official, and he was a very influential advisor to the emperor. One time, him and the emperor were sleeping together, and he fell asleep on the emperor's arm. Instead of moving his arm or waking up his lover, the emperor, who's supposed to be the supreme person on earth, cut his own sleeve and slid his arm out so that way he wouldn't wake his lover. This became a famous saying that's still been passed down to this day. What is the saying? 断袖. 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 断 means broken or cut, and 袖 means sleeve. So, 断袖. 断袖. So, if you describe two guys who are getting it on, you can say they have 断袖关系. 断袖关系. 关系 means like a relationship. So, 断袖关系. Or you could say someone has 断袖之癖. 断袖之癖 means they have a habit or they have a fetish of going for the guys. 断袖. How do you like that, guys? China is so rich in its historical and culture and whatever that even terms for LGBT have deep historical figures that they're based on.